Hiya, I'm here with Corrie. I'm here with Corrie Shelley, and I'll just go ask her a few questions because I don't know who she is. She just came in.
I did. I got lost on the way here. That was what it was. I needed a brain a wing.
And we better hurry up there because she's not had one yet.
Oh no, I'm on my second brew.
So, Corrie, when did I presume you've always sung and played and things like that, but when did you start getting into performing in folk clubs and stuff like that?
I actually started in 2016.
Right, so it's not that long. It's only 8 years ago.
Yeah. I stopped playing and writing when I left school. I got rid of all my instruments then.
What did you play at school? Did you get guitar and that?
Piano.
Oh, right.
Piano and clarinet.
Wow.
And a little bit of flute and a little bit of guitar.
Wow.
But yeah, I got a flute for my 30th birthday, and was playing that for a while, having lessons, and then my music teacher moved south, and it was like, how dare you? So I've not picked the flute up since.
Very unreasonable, isn't it?
And I bought a baby grand piano, only so that we wouldn't have to have a Christmas tree in the house. Kids don't like Christmas.
Oh, I see. Right. Oh, well, I can show you a dead one before you go.
Lovely.
My son brought one round to throw on the bonfire.
I like dead trees.
Yeah,
no, I don't like dead trees. No.
Cut.
Yeah, set that out. So I only started again in...
So did you have to, when you, I don't know if it was a conscious decision, so right, and we'll start again, or something must have sparked your interest?
Yeah, so Tim Cook came round to sweep my chimney. And
Chonking Fettle, Tim Cook,
yeah. And we were on about ukuleles, and he was telling me about the ukulele festival, the Great Northern Ukulele Festival, and we were like, oh, that sounds interesting. And so we went to it, and I ended up buying a ukulele and started playing it. And then I asked Les Hilton for lessons.
Because he's a great musician.
He's an amazing musician, yeah. So I asked him for lessons, and he came round and sort of saw all of the instruments that we already had in the house, and he was like, why do you need lessons from me? You can play. And then I played him a tape, and we're going back some years now, aren't we? A cassette tape of the stuff that I'd written for my music exam, and he didn't believe it was me singing. So I sort of joined in, and he went, oh, it is? You need to start doing that again. So it's his fault that I started.
He's got a lot to answer for.
He's got a lot to answer for, does Les Hilton, actually, so it's his fault that I started writing.
But have you started, did you start writing songs again 8 years ago, or had you started before then writing songs?
No, 8 years ago.
Oh, God, right.
8 years
Fantastic,
ago,
yeah.
I went on a Merry Hell songwriting workshop. Yeah. And bloody loved it. Yeah. It was great, absolutely brilliant. John Kettle was amazing. Really, and Bob. And then it sort of opened that floodgate up and everything's just, and it doesn't want to stop now.
And when did you get your first? When did you do your first performance?
I remember going to the open night mic that Tim and Les used to run in Wigan, and they kept saying, you need to get up and do something, and I was like, well, I will, but can I face the wall and don't put a microphone in front of me and don't look at me and don't listen? And then I just sort of carried on going to those for a bit, but yeah, I'm trying to remember when the first, it's not that long ago, my first gig. I mean, you sort of ignore 2020 and 2021, don't you? You sort of you have to remove
chunk out, isn't it?
Because I suppose it was probably the gigging started in 2017 when we launched the second album. That was my first proper gig. Was at the Bailiff's Bar before they did it all up in the old courts. And Les said afterwards, it was one of those moments, because the two of us, he was playing guitar with me at the time, and he said it was one of those moments that it was either going to be absolutely chronic and crap,
Yeah.
or it was going to be really good.
Yeah.
He said, and then we played the first note, and I sang the first note, and he went, and I just knew it was going to be a good night.
Great.
So probably about 2017.
And you played, you've been all over the place, haven't you? I know you played with some pretty big names as well. Like you played with Anthony John Clark not so long ago, but you've done festivals and that, haven't you, before then?
Yeah, did the Great British Folk Festival in Butlins in Skegness. Did the introducing stage on there, that was great. Loved it. Yeah. Friday night, that was brilliant. Played Folk on the Farm in Anglesey. That's really good. Played the Love Busk stage at the festival in Southport. That's on in February. I'd like to do some more festivals.
Where did you sing with Anthony John Clark?
That was at the Liverpool Philharmonic Music Room. So I was supporting him and Peggy.
They're great.
Back in November, they're brilliant. Yeah.
Well, they're dead nice as well, aren't they?
Oh yeah. Necks are different.
Well, yeah, it does.
It's nice when you know.
There's some great people, great entertainers, I should say, great musicians. But to be fair, most are nice, aren't they? But there's some who are not.
Yeah,
but we're not bothered about that.
No, we're not going to name.
No. So tell me about the recordings you've done.
So I've got 3 albums and an EP.
Yeah.
So.
And sorry, I'm interrupting you. Are all those? Do those contain covers, or are they your own material?
Oh my God.
They're all your own. Excellent.
Yeah. I've never quite got my head around doing covers. I love when other people do it, but I can't get my head around doing it because I like the original, so I don't want to ruin it.
I think that sometimes, yeah.
So, I mean, if the person's no longer here, fine. But I don't know. I don't know about. Yeah,
well, it's
just
great
not
that
me.
You've got enough material to do 3.5 albums. Of your own material, that's a lot of songs. That's 40 songs, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there's not many people can write 40 songs. So that's
true.
That's great. And also, you're very much associated. In fact, I think you're not just associated. You run the Over Hulton Folk Club, don't you?
I do. Yeah.
Because I'm in a group that played there.
You did.
And it was great.
It was great. Yeah, you played in January, didn't you?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, a couple of weeks
I
ago.
really enjoyed it. It was a lovely atmosphere. Because it's a funny thing about atmosphere. It's a modern building. It's not like an old pub with beams and stuff like that. It's a fairly modern building, a square room. But the way you've got it set up with the stage of the lighting and the backdrops and everything, it's a really... And the audience were fab, weren't they?
They were great. They were great. They absolutely adored that gig. Yeah. You know, it was... And we always love having you and the guys coming over.
Well, that was great to be.
And we seem to be getting a good diary, a good calendar
you've got
of
some
people,
good acts I've looked
people
at
coming, and stuff.
Around.
So that's always nice. And when people actually phone you up to say, can we play at your club? Yeah. I mean, I did have an embarrassing moment once. Yeah. Somebody rang me up and said, I'd like our band to play at your club. And I said, all right, okay, yeah. Who are there? He said, the Straubs. And I said, right, okay. I said, well, just send me some links through and I'll have a listen. And he's like, no, you'll be able to charge 50. Oh, I'm saying, our clientele won't pay 15 quid for it. It's 10 of the most, And they're like, no, it's definitely be a sellout. I said, send me some links through and I'll have a listen and I'll get back to you. And when I put the phone down, Les and Steve, hubby, literally just went, who was that? Manager of the Straubs? Book I said, who else it?
Not bad.
But I wasn't brought up in a folky background.
Well, that's it, yeah.
I wasn't brought up going to the clubs.
If I said to Melanie, from my wife, if I said to Melanie, I'm playing with guitar, I said I was playing with guitarist to Steel Ice Band. And said, who?
Yeah, and that's it. So I feel quite guilty about the fact that I run a folk club and I don't know a lot of folk artists. However, I do go to a lot of folk festivals. That's what we do for our summer holidays, is we go around all of the different folk festivals. And one of the main things that I'm doing when I'm there is actually looking at people and going, would they work for the club and can we book them?
Exactly. But to be fair, people like, and I love don't get me wrong, I love Strawberry, I love Steel Ice Band, I love the groups from the old days, and they're from the old days, like I am. I'm from the bloody old days, but there's a lot of new blood about now, and that's what we should be helping out and working with and getting them booked. So yeah, I have no problem with that. So because you're on the new wave, you're like a punk rocker, aren't you?
Something like that. Something like that. I mean, I could do with the Zimmer frame. I don't know about a wave.
So what have you got? What have you got planned? What have you got coming up? Is the folk club still? Does the folk club run all year round?
Yes, apart from July and August.
Right, well, that's all right. I'm in France in July and August, that's
right.
why you close it down, isn't it?
It is. It's because you're not available. So yeah, no, we run a sing-around once a month and a concert once a month.
Yes.
And
I know we must come to one of them sing-arounds. Every time it's on, I was doing something else.
Yeah,
but
no, it's brilliant. We get a really good bunch of people coming to the sing-around as well. You know, and it's the format of sitting in a circle and taking it in turns, going round, and you just go around again and around again. But we don't force you to play if you don't want to.
If you don't feel like it.
And some of them, I was going to say some of them we want to go like no, they're all great. They're all great.
Now, when I was talking to Bernard Wrigley, we went on to the subject of zinc flashings on roofs.
Okay.
But we'll not do that tonight.
No.
But I would just want to say, Corrie, I wish you all the best of luck with your career in folk music.
Thank you.
Because I love your songs. I mean, and I've also, me and Corrie, done on more than one occasion, sung at the commemoration for Pretoria Pit disaster, where Corrie does one of her songs, and it's an absolutely heart-rending song. And she also helped out at Carnegie Hall for Wingate's Band's 150th commemoration.
I did, yeah.
So we've done a few spots together.
Yeah.
Well, thanks very much for coming, Corrie.
You're welcome.
And,
thank you for having me.
And I will see you again sometime. You're welcome.
And the pasta.
And the pasta. Everybody gets a pasta when they come here, whether they want one or not.
You want one? No, it was lovely.
Bye-bye.
Bye.